Humpback whales. Table of contents. 1. General information. 2. Feeding. 3. Migration. 4. Young. 5. Communication. 6. Behaviors. 7. Glossary. General information. Do you see that gigantic creature jumping out of the ocean and crashing back into the water? That is a humpback whale. The whales don't actually have humps on their backs, but they are called this name because of the big arch in their back when they breach. These mammals are known for their long songs of communication and distinct markings on their bodies. Humpback whales are part of the baleen whale family. This means they do not have teeth, but instead they have plates that hang in their mouths that look a little bit like spaghetti noodles. Humpback whales can grow to be 50 feet long with long flippers that look like bird wings. Like other whales, female whales are bigger than male whales. Feeding. In comparison to other baleen whales, the humpback whale has a pretty diverse appetite. He will eat krill, salmon, mackerel, and other small fish. Humpback whales circle their prey and use a technique called bubble net fishing. They blow bubbles which cause the fish to herd into a small group. He will also make loud noises and slap their fins on the surface of the water to scare the fish and paralyze them. He will then gulp up a large group all at once. His baleen allows him to take large gulps of water, swallow the food whole, and then push back out the unwanted water. Like other whales, humpbacks do their feeding in Arctic waters during the summer months to build up a supply. The winter months are dedicated to breeding and living off their fat supply that they built up. Migration. Humpback whales migrate to different parts of the world depending on the time of year that it is. They can be found in every major ocean around the world. Humpbacks feed in cold waters such as Alaska and Antarctica during the summer months. These spots are known for large populations of fish, krill, and squid. As winter approaches, groups of humpbacks will make long journeys to warmer waters, such as off the coast of Hawaii. Some will even travel as far as 16,000 miles. When they arrive to their winter destination, they will mate with other whales or give birth to young. They will occasionally feed, but they are mostly living off their reserves. Young. A female humpback whale has a baby every 2 to 3 years. The gestation period for a humpback whale is almost a full year or 12 months. The calf will be born alive and measure 10 to 15 feet long and weigh about 2,000 pounds. A calf is quite dependent on her mother. The first year of life will consist a lot of mother's milk, 158 gallons a day. Mothers and calves will be seen swimming close together for about a year. After that, the calves will begin eating small sea animals and will continue growing for about 10 years. Humpback whales live about 50 years. Communication. Whales are social creatures who live in small groups called pods. Humpback whales are known for their songs. They seem to last forever and are quite the mystery to the human ear. The songs sound like moans, howls, and cries all mixed together. Scientists are still trying to decipher what the noises all mean, but they suspect that they are a form of communication and a way to attract mates. They also believe that each sound can mean something different. For example, they suspect that clicking sounds will help them navigate through the ocean waters. The noise bounces off objects and allows the whales to gauge the distance he has left to go. Whistles tend to be heard more within pods, so scientists believe this noise might serve more for a social purpose. Behaviors. Humpback whales have many identifiable movements that whale watchers will tell you to be aware of if you're trying to catch a glimpse of these magnificent creatures. For example, humpbacks will jump completely out of the water, arch their backs, and crash back into the water, which is called breaching. When they stick just their head straight out of the water to check out what is going on, this is called spy hopping. The humpback whale can hold his breath for 30 minutes, but most of the time he will come back up to the surface for air every 15 minutes or so. When you see the spray of water in the air, this is called spouting. And last but not least, when a humpback sticks his tail out of the water and slaps it down on the surface, this is called lobtailing. Glossary. Baleen. A tough material that hangs in whale's mouth that filters small animals out of the water. Page 2. Breach. To rise out of the water. Page 1. Decipher. To understand. Page 5. Gauge. To estimate. Page 5. Gestation. The process of carrying in the womb. Page 4.